If not, hi, my name is Chantel and I'm traveling the world for the next 12 months with no job. We are currently in Sicily, in Italy, specifically Catania, and I thought I'd bring you along for another week in the life. It's really fun doing the Greece vlogs, so I thought I'd continue. I think last time I spoke to you was just before we were leaving Greece. We were in a small town called Tyros. Since then we went and stopped in Athens just for the night. Where we stayed was actually really cool. I've been to Athens before, but the part that we stayed in was like very lively, very Melbourne-esque if you've ever been to Melbourne in Australia, but a lot more full on, which is really cool. And then we saw like the Acropolis, all that at night time, which I hadn't actually seen, I don't think. I've been to Athens before, but I don't remember seeing it at night time. So that was really cool. And then we caught a flight out to Catania the next day. And we're actually currently in another house sit in a beautiful, much more modern house than we were last time. And we spent yesterday with like the people we're house sitting for. They showed us around, took us into the city and showed us the markets and whatnot. And they only left last night, so I didn't film anything then. But I thought I'd take you along for the next week. It should be fun. It sounds like there's lots of day trips that we can do from here, but we're also very close to the beach. So probably gonna go to the beach. I would say we're gonna do that today. Take out their stand-up paddle boards, go for a swim / paddleboard, if that's the right term. And we've got a car again, so we'll do a few more day trips from here, which will be really nice. I don't think I have too much else to update you on at the moment, so I might just get back to my day. We're looking after a dog and 2 cats, so I'll probably go take the dog on a walk now. So let's go. You gonna get for a walk? And do some planning for 2 weeks after this sit, because we've got a week here, 2 weeks with nothing planned, and then another 2.5 week house sit. So we're just trying to figure out what the best plan of attack is for that 2 weeks. We want to stay in Sicily, but there's so much we want to see and only so much time. So this is what our current plan looks like. We're thinking we'll go down to Ragusa, which we might even do as a day trip while we're here, and then go up to like the northwestern side of Sicily. And then this day here, we will be somewhat in transit to our next house sit. These planning days are definitely the worst part about traveling full time, but they're necessary because we couldn't have planned a full year before we left. So this will be our next hour or so before we reward ourselves going down to the beach. Everyone, happy Monday. I'm currently just taking Mia on a walk. She is currently living her best life chasing some lizards. I think they're actually geckos, but her owners call them lizards, and this is her favorite thing to do. Anyway, so I'm just out here walking her. Unfortunately, we didn't get up to too much yesterday. Jacob was sick again. This is his like second time being sick in like 2-3 weeks, so we're not sure if something's going on or if he just never fully recovered last time, or because we're traveling so much, it's just, you know, not good on the body. And unfortunately, the car that we hired is in his name, so I can't drive it. So I'm stuck at home as well when he is sick. So that sucks, but luckily, like I said, we're very close to the beach. I didn't go to the beach yesterday, we just had a very chill day. But if he's not off doing much today, I'll probably go back to the beach and I'll bring you along on whatever we get up to. So, see you soon. Catania, and we're just out here for the afternoon. We wanted to come see the castle, but it's shut between 1 and 4, and we got here at 2. So Jacob's actually gone in for a swim. I can't at the moment because I actually got my first tattoo the other day, so I'm holding off swimming for at least a week. I'm not really a tattoo person, but I got one spur of the moment kind of in Greece. So anyways, that's kind of what we're up to at the moment. We're planning to go back into Catania tonight. We'll go home, like check on the dog and cat and feed them, then go back into the city tonight to go out for dinner and hopefully go to the movies. Deadpool vs Wolverine came out like 2 weeks ago, but like nowhere is playing it in English, so we've heard that like on Wednesday nights at certain cinemas they play the movies in English, and we messaged them and they said they did, but we can't find the tickets anywhere online. So we're hoping if we go into the movies tonight we'll be able to buy tickets and go see that tonight. I don't think I caught up with you at all yesterday, but we did a little road trip. We went to 3 small towns. Like we only went in the afternoon, so we didn't spend a lot of time at each, but we went to one called Ragusa, which was actually highly recommended on the internet, but we didn't love so much. There was not a lot going on there, so we probably spent about an hour there, and then we went and drove another 15 minutes to one recommended to us by the people we're staying with called Modica, and that was really cool. It was like this long strip with lots going on, and we ran into like some random local who noticed we were speaking English and started talking to us to, I guess, practice the English, he said. And he could tell that we were Australian and like recommended this really good ice cream place, so we went there, and then we headed off. We tried to go to Noto, the final town we went to, because apparently it's super pretty in like the golden hour, but we just missed it. So we were there kind of for the sunset and walked down like the main streets. So that one Noto was really, really pretty. And then we went out for dinner. It took like 2 hours. Like we were there, we only ordered like mains and an appetizer. But like it took like ages for the food to come out, like an hour between the appetizer and the mains. And I think they just expect anyone who's going out for dinner isn't in a rush. And we weren't in a rush, but we sat down at like 9 and we weren't done until 11, and we had to drive an hour home. So that was our day yesterday. So Noto was very, very nice. We definitely recommend. We were thinking, if the movies don't go ahead tonight, of heading back there because there's a Russell Crowe concert. So we'll see. I think Jacob is coming back in. Let's swim now. That's him out there between the rocks. But yeah, so that's kind of what we've been up to the past 2 days. It's good to actually get out because this sit is actually almost over. It's Wednesday, and the homeowners come back midday on Friday, so we kind of only have a full day tomorrow, but we don't leave Catania until Saturday morning, and we will head down to Syracuse. So yeah, we have one more day trip tomorrow out to. We're planning to catch the bus up to Taormina because again the people we're house sitting for suggested not to drive there because there's not much parking. So we will take their advice and do that. So that's kind of what we've been up to. Sorry, I haven't really chatted much. We've been very go when we're doing things, and when we're not, but just chilling out at home. So anyways, so it's 3:25 now. I'm probably going to go get an ice cream, and then we'll go explore the castle when it opens at 4. Today is our last day in the house sit, so we've kind of spent the morning cleaning up, watering the gardens, feeding the pets. Jacob just took Mia on a walk, but yes, it's our last day here in the house sit. The people that we're house sitting for will be coming home at about 3 o'clock. Still staying here again tonight because they asked us to stay an extra day just in case
there was an issue with their flights or something, so the pets wouldn't be stranded. So we're here until tomorrow morning, but they get home, they'll be home at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, so we're gonna leave the day, let them have the house to themselves this afternoon, because I can't think of anything worse of coming back from a week-long holiday and then having other people in my house. So we're gonna go out. I think we're gonna go and explore, go somewhere near Mount Etna today, which is like that volcano that you've seen probably in all of my clips. Like when we're at the beach yesterday, you can see it always when we're driving. So we're gonna go explore there, go on a hike. I've got my shorts on for some hiking, but other than that we haven't really planned too much for today, so we're just gonna see how we go. We might go into the city tonight. I don't know what the people we're house sitting for have planned, but if they're happy to do their own thing, we're probably keen to go into the city and go out to dinner in Catania, because yes, it's our last night before we head off to Syracuse tomorrow. So yeah, I'll bring you along for this last day before we head up. It's the end of the day now. I just thought I would check in and say we had a really, really lovely day. It was very hot, so we ended up going to the city and explored around there because we hadn't really done too much of that other than the first day we got here. We wanted to go to the markets, and it said online that they shut at 2:30, but they all kind of started packing up at 1, and we kind of got there like just before 1, so that was a bit unfortunate. We might go back there in the morning. We'll see how we go. But we ended up just walking around the city, finding these cool like umbrella streets, and then we went up to Mount Etna. We just drove up ourselves and like parked. We ended up paying like €1 for parking. We could have got it for free, but we didn't take the cable car or do a guided tour or anything because it was quite expensive, and we've been spending a lot of money on this trip so far, and we're trying to budget a little bit better so we can go for as long as we can. But it was still really cool. We walked around, we walked all across like all the rocks and through these craters, and we even found like a lava tunnel, which is really cool. And we just explored and then drove back down and went and had dinner in the city tonight because we also hadn't seen the city at nighttime, which we really wanted to see. But now we're back. It's a lot later than we planned to get back. The people we're house sitting for are back now, but we actually haven't seen them. They were already in bed by the time we got home, which is probably kind of bad on our part. We were planning to be home a lot earlier, but it just, again, dinner tonight took a long time, so we were out for a lot longer than we planned to be. But anyways, that's kind of the end of the week that we've been living here in Sicily. We are heading off to Syracuse tomorrow. We'll drop our rental car off in the morning, and then we're gonna head down to I think Ortigia, something like that is the actual island that we're staying on. So we'll be there for 2 days, and then we're continuing to travel around Sicily for the next 2 weeks before our next house sit, so that'll be really fun. But I'm just gonna end this vlog off here, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing what it's like kind of living in Sicily for the past week. It's been really good to have some slow time, being able to cook at home, but also the freedom to explore while having a good base. So thanks so much for joining. I hope you've enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you next time. If you want to join the rest of our trip, again, I'm going to be traveling for ages, so feel free to subscribe and join me on this adventure. Thanks so much. I'm going to go have a shower now because I need it. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye.